Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking time off from your busy schedule and tuning in to join us in our 2021 Glodon New Product Launch. We are pleased to welcome those of you who have been with us for years now, as well as those who are new to Glodon Cubicost family. My name is Grayson, and I will be your MC for today. Now, let me just briefly bring you through the agenda for today. There are two main sessions for today's event. First part, we will focus on the key features that the new versions of Cubicost C3 can bring forth to you. These new versions have consolidated feedbacks from our beloved clients and also integrated with improvements that can benefit our user in many ways. The second part is definitely a session you will not want to miss. We are honored to be able to invite speakers from leading consultant and main contractor to shed light on how leading companies are deepening the use of BIM technology through Cubicost 5D BIM cost management that is applied on their ongoing projects. Meanwhile, to keep you entertained, there are two rounds of lucky draws, one in between the sessions and second one at the end of the event. Now let me just give you a sneak peek of what you might be getting. There are more than $2,000 amount of lucky draw prizes, including a 128 gig iPhone awaiting you to take home. There are also 300 exclusive corporate gifts that we will be giving out by the end of this event. So make sure you stay with us to the end and hope you will be the lucky winner who will win away our prizes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Sean Shah, Managing Director of Glodon International Private Limited, who will give us his opening speech to kickstart today's event. Mr. Sean, please.
A very pleasant morning to one and all. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. We are pleased to be able to welcome our esteemed partners and clients that has been with us for years now, as well as fellow friends in AEC industry who are new to Glodon. For those of you who have yet to make my acquaintance, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sean Shah, Managing Director of Glodon Singapore branch, and I've been in Glodon Singapore for past 9 years. On behalf of Glodon Singapore team, we sincerely welcome our guests from government, consultants, developers, contractors, organizations, and universities, total over 700 registration attendees who join us make these events come together to become a success. We are here today to mark a significant event, the official launch of Cubicost New Product, the TSC3, TRBC3, and TBQC3, and sharing our insights into how Cubicost can further drive the BIM transformation process in AC industry. Throughout my experience in this industry, I have witnessed how BIM as a revolutionary development that is quickly reshaping the AC industry. It's no secret that the digital innovations able to help companies boost productivity, managing complexity, reduce project delays and cost overruns, and enhance safety and quality. And in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, many companies in AC industry have been step up their use of technology to enable their terms to work and collaborate remotely. All players in the industry, whether they are promoters, engineering companies, builders, suppliers of equipment, materials, or distributors, will be impacted by digital pressures. Each one will experience this differently, of course, but there's no doubt that significant change is happening. In Singapore, BCA implemented the BIM Road in 2010 with aspiring objective that 80% of construction industry will implement BIM by year of 2015. This objective is part of government's plan for productivity improvement by up to 25% over the next decade. Singapore government put kinds of efforts to transform this construction industry and develop policies to drive greater BIM adoption. BIM is able to adopt it throughout buildings' life cycles, in cost management, project management as well. With 3D modeling design and quantity takeoff based on a 3D BIM model, there is significantly increased productivity as well as overall efficiency of construction projects. As of today, on average, a marketing share of 70% for the main contractors company in Singapore are using Cubicost products to raise the productivity and acceleration of digital transformation in construction industry. With that, it's worth for Glodon to take a step back to evaluate how can we deploy digital collaboration with AEC industry professionals in a long run to shape the future of digitalization in construction industry. Ladies and gentlemen, digitalization is a term we have all used for years. While digital transformation in construction is not a prediction nor a far-off concept, it's happening now. Allow me, in my closing remarks, to thank you all for joining Cubicost New Product Launch 2021. Your presence today is an honor and a joy in our journey to new normal, new costing. In particular, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to the speakers and Cubicost pilot users for sharing their expertise. We take note with a great interest of your valuable sharing. We look forward to continuing beyond this event. The very stimulating and instructive exchange of ideas we have today. Once again, thank you, and I wish you all a blessed day.
Thank you, Sean, for your wonderful opening speech. BIM is definitely the way moving forward in construction sector. In order to excel in BIM and be hassleless in digital transformations, we need not just good software, but one that can evolve according to the requirements of the industry. And Cubicost is definitely one of them that go through extensive R&D to satisfy to our clients' needs. So next, I would like to invite Mr. Jason Wong, Glodon Singapore Deputy Service Manager, to share with us what are the key values that Cubicost TAS and TRBC3 can bring forth to you. Before I let Mr. Jason come on stage, let me just give you a sneak peek of what is in the new software. Let's go.
Hi everyone, welcome again to join us in the product launch event today. First of all, I'm Jason, part of the service team members in Glodon Singapore. I will be presenting to you on the new features we have on the new version of TAS. With this, we introduce you with TAS C3. As you all know that these useful tools were our good friends, but With the advent of BIM technology, Cubicost has brought intelligence, visualization, interconnection to quantity takeoffs. We have transformed the terms QTO in the past few years. In this year, 2021, Cubicost is here presenting to you the brand new upgradation, Keep Going Further, Deeper and Connected. In Going Further, we are providing the full life cycle application of Cubicost, help elevate your efficiency with powerful digital quantity takeoffs. As we all have known, throughout all these stages, you can apply Cubicost to achieve efficient quantity takeoffs. In TAS C3, we make it even going further, especially for the construction stage. For progress claim, you may need to go down to the site and check the work done. Then, you need to calculate the quantities manually later. Thus, the process of working out the progress claim is very cumbersome. By the end of every month, this is when usually the progress claim has to be submitted. The work done information from sites will be collected and summarized into this kind of drawings with demarcations. Then it requires lots of calculation and formulas. No matter it's you working out the math by yourself or with Excel, the work is time consuming, and the quantities are not as accurate as which you can get from the BIM software solution like Cubicost. Besides, all the information and materials of every single monthly claims, for example, drawings with demarcations, the quantities are all scattered and not integrated for management use. You will need to organize them well for better document management. So, how can we, our new TAS C3, help QS deal with the previously mentioned difficulties? With this, we're presenting to you the segmentation functions. Basically, it's a new element type, which can be used for segmentizing the models in order to extract the quantities of the partial model. As shown in this model here, you could define the segmentation of demarcation on the model and let TAS extract the quantities for you, for example, by different progress claim. Let's move on to see how it works in TAS C3. As you can see here, segmentation is a new element type. After create segmentation element, you can set the calculation scope. And now we can start to draw segmentation on the model according to the work done progress from project sites. Specifically, for some entities with different completions, you can apply set or associated segmentation to adjust, as you can see here. Lastly, after running calculations, you can directly view quantity as per segmentation. Selected segment quantity is tabulated individually with segmentation categorization now. Even in view quantity by category, you can also enable the segmentation category to view quantity as well. Then view expression allows you to check how each entity is calculated with the applied segmentation. So, to conclude, with TAS C3, you can now work on your progress claim with more accurate quantities, visualize segmentation of models, and most importantly, it helps to improve your efficiency. On the other hand, variation order often come to QS during the construction stage as well. QS will receive revision drawings and need to recalculate for the changed quantities. In details, when having variation order VO, lots of questions and doubts would appear. For example, what other changes have been made on the revision drawings? How to compare them? Any parts missed out? How to calculate them? And so on. You will need most likely to find that the changes on drawings are difficult to verify and recalculation is so time consuming. Especially, VO is quite frequent in real scenario. So here comes Cubicost to help. Firstly, we provide auto comparison function to help QS quickly find the changes as for the revision drawings. Then with this function auto comparison for drawing changes, you can easily update your model according to the comparison results. For example, the red colored portion referred as the deleted item. you can proceed to remove these accordingly. And green color portion referred as the added BIM. At the items, we can proceed to draw or identify them accordingly. The changed quantities are directly generated. Also, all the changes are marked in various colors, which makes it easier for you to extract the quantities you need. In TSC3, we add a new revision tab now. With a set of functions, you can start with comparing revision drawings to locate the changes. The changes of the added, the deleted, and the unchanged are all marked in their own specific colors. Also, you can flexibly hide and show each category. Next, when you are to update the changes to the model, use Add Revision to let the software save the current quantities as the baseline. Once the revision is added, now you can start to apply the changes to the model. Just follow the markups to delete or add entities. In real practice, there will be changes on several drawings, so you may need to switch drawings to update the model for a while. However, after all changes are updated and done, finish revision is to save the changed quantities. Then the result can be viewed in View Change Quantity. You can clearly see and verify the changes in this feature. With revision function in TSC3, you can directly make use of the accurate data from quantity comparison in BIM models, which reduces the possibility in loss of quantity from RAS estimation in variation order. Moreover, the process is user-friendly. You can update the model easily with the auto-compact revision drawings. To sum up, for the construction stage application, we are presenting construction module which include the first, segmentation function for you to either split construction zone, allocate subcontractors, or demarcate the various progress claims. The second, revision functions to help you with revision drawings, no matter in the construction stage VO or early stage addendums. It greatly helps you to update the models for changes easily. At the same time, the change quantities are accurately calculated for your use. What Cubicost brings to the industry is an intelligent and efficient digital quantity takeoffs in the construction stage. Aiming at a construction stage application, TSC3 comes with a new construction module. We are more than ready to help improve your efficiency and take advantage of BIM to integrate all the information into your models, achieving better cost management throughout the whole construction life cycle. So much for going further, right? Besides bringing digital takeoff to construction stage, we also did some enhancement to the solution itself. For example, as we know, we already tackled RAM previously and provided custom quantity to extract quantity freely, or even directly extract the quantity from Revit. But we never stop improving to make our software easier to use, faster, and even smarter. Take the RAM as an example. The RAM model can be drawn easily. The RAM concrete and formwork can be extracted quickly. But what about the rebar or the RAM? Now in TRB-C3, we support RAM as well. After you created the RAM model and according to the rebar information given in the drawing, as we can see here, we can further input this requirement in the attribute editor. For example, the horizontal and vertical bar for the bottom and top category. Then, once those input is calculated, the rebar RAM shape will be shown as you see here, and the subsequent quantity also can be obtained accurately by using the view expression feature. Next, how about the truss system? We already know We have steel column element, we have steel beam elements, but how to quickly draw a truss? Let's watch a video about the new truss feature. First, having the beam element created, we can use create function to generate a new work plane. This will switch the drawing interface to a new section plane. Then, having the truss section drawing positioned correctly, we can trace the truss on top of it. This time, whether the steel structure is horizontal, vertical, or even diagonal, we can easily complete them in a very quick time. So, having this new feature in TASC now, truss system like this example can be done in just only 2 minutes. While in the previous version, it may take at least 20 minutes to simulate one similar truss. And another improvement is about multi-section links in column. We know in column for single section links, it can be handled easily and fast. Even with a simple multi-section links for columns, it also can be handled. But if it's complicated multi-section links, how do we able to generate the links then? Again, let us watch a video to see new solution for links in column that comprises multiple sections. In edit section of column, we have added the multi-section mode. You can click the icon in the upper right corner to switch the mode. In multi-section mode, it supports at least 4 sections: links at joint, top densified zone, non-densified zone, and also bottom densified zone. Also in this mode, you can link the same sections and unlink the different sections. Select and edit them respectively to meet your need. For example, the removal of certain rebars or even add some new hooks and links into it. Once you modify the section size and main bar, all sections that links together will change accordingly. After calculated, the links can be displayed based on the corresponding zone as set. And this is the new feature of multi-section mode for columns. Going deeper, make your business always go faster. In Cubicost, we also try to make our solution smarter. First, it's about how to make identification smarter. We know the design drawings may contain incorrect or inaccurate information. Thus, after using auto-identify for BIM, you may find it is tedious to manually check the identified BIM entities, time-consuming to modify the BIM information, and difficult to filter out the BIMs that have been modified. In the new version, we support the feature of auto-checking on the identification results. And we also make it easier to modify the model and info with a pop-up window. After modifying the info, the identification checklist will be updated and in real time as well. Let's have a look then. As you can see here, we start to proceed with beam identification. Quickly, once the beams are identified, we perform identification check. With this, if there is any issue that is not right, they will be indicated in the checklist. For example, let's select one of the checklists here. Software will immediately highlight the location of the selected beam with a small editable window. This allows the user to update the correct info quickly, and the changes will be in real time, as you can see here. If the issue is being solved, they will be removed immediately from the list. This is how TASC enhance the feature and make it smarter. Continuing to make our software smarter, we also support Revit 2021 file now. And so far, we support all IFC formats, including IFC 2x3 and also IFC 4. So in the new enhancement, emphasizing go deeper into the system core function, in which it makes you go faster, easier, and smarter. As you may remember, we can easily get the area quantity in the previous version, right? The custom quantity. But what about its girth? And how to differentiate the area with different hatches? In this latest version, when you create custom quantity, area for example, you can quickly define the location with the area easily by using by cat line features. With this, you can get the area and the girth at the same time and even display directly in the screen. Moreover, we also provide several hatches designed to help you distinguish them easily. In order to make software learning faster, we have also made improvements in aspect of starter guide. Here is our new starter guide, built on sample projects in convenience of your learning. Re-engine the content in which makes you learn more easily with better idea. Also included with shorter GIF, make you faster in learning the feature. And many friendly detail design enhancing the speed of learning. And we also would like to make it easier for our existing user. So, for the new feature guide, we provide various learning methods. For example, we have added feature info enhancement, in which function highlights is added in front of the page, with a quick flash view of the new function can be viewed. And in the software interface, newly added function will be indicated with a notification badge beside them. Furthermore, feature training is now available for users to learn with ease, and we provide videos as well. In short, we want to make your work always easier. Apart from all that, over 30 functions have been enhanced in the latest version, like Align with Slab, Picture Snap, reducing the drawing size, CAD identification rate, multi-section column links, and so on. We hope you will give them a try as soon as possible. And we hope these improved functions will give you a new experience. To conclude, we enhance our current version to better handle your business so that you can finish your work faster. Also, some creative and intelligent features have been added into the new version to make your daily work smarter. Lastly, we never stop making our product easier to use. Our non-stop enhancement always make the quantity takeoff work faster, smarter, and also easier. Like we mentioned earlier, our new construction module makes you go further by enabling full life cycle application. And we dig in our software to make it even a better solution for QTO. Now, I'm glad to say that we also support cloud collaboration in the new version to keep you connected. Let's watch a video to see how exciting it can be to collaborate with others in the work with the new cloud features.
As we all know, team collaboration achieves good results and saves a lot of time at work. However, it involves large amounts of file exchange, which in the AEC industry heavily relies on USB hard disks and servers now. It's troublesome for your employees to work from home, especially during the post-pandemic period. As for the communication with upstream and downstream, using different working platforms would considerably reduce efficiency. Assume that you're using intelligent and visualized BIM technology for quantity takeoff. You feel delighted. But when it comes to reports and business meetings, you still have to use piled up documents and pictures to communicate with your clients. Suddenly, all the joy goes away. Now to solve all that, introducing Cubicost Cloud. Cubicost Cloud enables you to manage your project files in the cloud, which is just so much easier and cheaper. Cubicost Cloud's powerful permission management and safe cloud service guarantees both confidentiality and safety of your data. Moreover, it enables you to systematically organize the documents in the full lifecycle of construction projects. With Cubicost Cloud, you can share task models with your colleagues, even your co-workers outside the company, making it possible for them to obtain benefits of BIM models through any device, anywhere and anytime. BIM model in the cloud helps you work with your teammates better because it not only provides you with a visually appealing model, but also all the information you need. You can view the attribute, quantity, as well as the quantity report of your model. The best thing is, you can even check the deduction details, thus not only knowing what the exact quantity is, but also how it's been calculated, which enables everyone involved in the project to speak the same BIM language. Moreover, remarks can be added to the model and reviewed by team workers in real time. You can even attach screenshots to better illustrate your point. That internal and external collaboration has never been so easy and smooth before. Cubicost Cloud, making collaboration in the cloud full of possibility.
It feels great to be able to get connected with your colleagues for work. It's more convenient to interactive. So what? One of the most interesting and helpful features of Cubicost Cloud would be model browsing in the cloud. You could view the beautiful model in the cloud either by floor or by element, or even anywhere you like, for example, in sections. Meanwhile, the attribute info is also available so that you could get access to all necessary information. To get a better understanding of the project, most importantly, you could view the quantity as well as the detailed expression of the certain entities. This is very helpful when it comes to the internal and external quantity check. You will also find access to the quantity report just like the way you do in TAS software. So this is the function Cubicost Cloud. When we are talking about cloud collaboration, it means both of you and your colleague could view the model in the cloud together so that you could work collaboratively. In this case, Cubicost Cloud also supports model share in between parties. It's very easy now to share files with your colleagues. Simply add their email account into the share list. However, when it comes to sharing with outsiders, permission is required, which could be granted under personnel management. For the case in sharing files with outsiders, you could set your preference for the file access limitation to secure your data, and also verification code is needed to keep your file safe. After you share the file with your co-workers, they could view fantastic model you have created and communicate with you through the model in Cubicost Cloud. You will see a useful toolbar down the middle which provides handy tools like rulers, so that you could measure any entity to check the dimension anytime you want in the platform. What's the best is that markup can be made to the model when there is something need to be checked or notified. You can also add comments to further explain the issue. Then, you can even view the model in various sections by dragging the section box you can see here. In section, you can also leave a mark with comments we have seen previously. After that, when you go through the commands, firstly, you can have a view of the uploaded screenshot to better verify the situation. Or you could double-click the command to locate the markup or the commented entity. Let's say your coworker have checked the model and quantity, and then they left some comments for you. What happened is that there will be a notification in Cubicost Cloud, and you could view those comments as well as the markups in the model and get back to them by writing remarks on the comments. So this function is very similar to a reply. All this notification and communications happens in real time. The best thing is you feel easier to work together as all of you speak the same BIM language. Collaborating has never been so smooth and fun before. As amazing as Cubicost Cloud is, your next question may be, is it safe? Cubicost Cloud guarantees that you own your project data, and whether it's your personal information or project information, we are committed to keep your data private. In secure account certification, we secure account by employing SSL certificate in encryptions and transmission to make it impossible to crack. For secure data transmission, we adopt the encrypted HTTPS to transmit data to prevent data from being stolen or modified in the transmission and ensure the completeness of the data. Secure data storage. The data is encrypted and stored in the cloud located in Europe. Adopt the multi-level governance redundancy model to provide reliable guarantees for data persistent storage and avoid data loss caused by hardware failure of a single server. And lastly, secure cluster service will adopt the cloud firewall to isolate the external network from accessing the cluster server, prevent websites and web applications from being attacked, and ensure the safe and stable operation of the internal server. Cubicost Cloud is not only safe, but also easy to manage the permission. You could set different roles with different levels of permissions, which is both convenient and safe. Meanwhile, Cubicost Cloud considerably keep your cloud space organized by providing structured file system for you and to store your data according to various phases. As you can see here, we have from evaluation, tender, contract, construction materials, to even payment. To conclude, our Cubicost Cloud provides good security, easy permission management, and organized space in which it offers a secure and cozy cloud space for you to work. And for collaboration, you can view your BIM information anywhere and anytime. Share the info within the team and even outside parties. What's best is that everyone who is involved in the project could all speak in the same BIM language. Personally, I am amazed by the new version, and I hope you feel the same way. Cubicost never stopped bringing our solution to next level to help you better handle your business. That's why in the new version, we want to go further to bring digital takeoff to construction stage, so that you could take the advantages of BIM takeoff for progress claim, subcontracting, and etc. In the meantime, we keep enhancing our solution. For those businesses that we already tackled in the previous version, we didn't stop there. But now we want to make things faster, smarter, and also easier for you. Last but not the least, in the new version, we are happy to introduce you the amazing Cubicost Cloud, which enabling you to communicate with a team in BIM and in the cloud. Collaboration has never been so smooth before. Cubicost Takeoff solution go further, deeper, and connected. Thank you, everyone. Now I'm going to pass the presentation to my beautiful colleague, Sharon, to share more with you on the enhancement in our TBQ systems.
Nowadays, with the rapid development in technology, enterprises are facing three main difficulties. Achieve data-driven development, reduce costs while improving efficiency, lean management. Digitalization has become a necessary engine to improve its creativity, enhance its competitiveness, and achieve sustainable development. TBQ provides an integrated digital cost management solution for enterprises. The data from BQ items, quantities, rates, and reports are automatically integrated and linked with each other, making a mutual exchange of data possible. Thus, the enterprise management level can be enhanced, ensuring the tendering process is done rapidly with high efficiency, high accuracy, and high safety level. TBQ provides a data management system and an employee management system at an enterprise level. It supports for cooperation between multiple users. With TBQ, frequent data exchange is no longer needed. Data can be transferred without damage. Working efficiency will be significantly improved. All project data will be automatically combined, calculated, analyzed, and tracked within TBQ. Besides, it interconnects a series of information related to costs such as models, quantities, rates, and BQ items, which helps enterprises achieve lean management. TBQ supports intelligent and professional data analysis, providing sufficient data support for enterprise management and decision-making by integrating data in the server. TBQ also provides a whole process data exchange platform for the construction industry. Data from the whole value chain can be shown in TBQ following professional flows and standards. Data are safely transferred, automatically calculated, intelligently analyzed, which ensures the consistency, accuracy, integrity, safety, and professionalism of exchange data. TBQ whole process digital solution exists to make your cost management easy, efficient, professional, and intelligent.
Good morning, guys. Here is Sharon, Service Consultant from Glodon Singapore. Very glad for having you to join our 2021 new product launch today. And thank you to my handsome Deputy Service Manager, Mr. Jason. I believe you have impressed by his sharing on TAS and TRB for quantity takeoff in both tenders and construction stages, and must be looking forward to our new versions. Let's continue to bring this excitement to another Cubicost product, TBQ, the digitalizations on cost management. Nowadays, technology innovations plays an important role to promote the development of enterprises. Meanwhile, digitalization has become indispensable support for the cost management, strategic decision-making, and sustainable development of enterprises. Within digitalized cost management, data from different parties can be integrated on the same platform. Thus, provide enterprises with analytical data and assist management to make better decisions. Additionally, digitalizations help achieve the good performance of lean management, improve working efficiency, and reduce operational costs. Without further ado, let's look into how does TBQ caters with the data integrations and analysis through the digital platform. In some enterprises, there is only one QS is tagged to a project, or they may have two groups of QS, quantities and rates, working in the same project. Either way, the data documents need to be transferred, copied and pasted, and accumulated to submit to management level for verifications. Most of the time, the documents will have to send back to QS for modifications. QS will have to repeat the procedures again. It is a tedious process, troublesome and error-prone to summarize data by copy and paste. especially when the reference cells are not at the same worksheet or in the same project file. Details are hard to be carried when referencing. Furthermore, if the original files has been changed, data needs to be re-summarized, which the possibilities of mistakes occur will increase. What about TBQ? TBQ provides a digital platform by sharing the same data in server. Project-related information like rate details, BQ details, and report templates can be stored, managed, and applied easily through the libraries. The transferring and managing data between employees are no longer required in TBQ. The project-related data like rates and BQ details will automatically store in a server database. Furthermore, the professional employees management system in TBQ will increase the database securities, as the management could have the permissions to control their employees for accessing the projects or risks and data. Also, employees can work collaboratively and concurrently in the same project, which could increase work efficiency and quality. In TBQ, resource library is used for accumulate and manage the rates data uniformly. All the rates can be quickly searched in built-out unit rates and reused in the current project. And the real project data can be tracked back to resource library with one click, and price trends can be viewed easily. Other than resource library, BQ library is able to accumulate BQ templates for different types of trades and projects. The templates can be stored in the library, so the build items and breakdown items can be reused selectively with just one click. For the report templates library, it could be more applicable for consultants to create and accumulate different types of BQ formats and store in TBQ, and could achieve high efficiency by one-clicking reuse the stored report templates. As mentioned previously, TBQ enables to manage the permission settings to access the database within the enterprise. As part of project management, TBQ plays a part in consolidating project data. The project-related data can be easily sorted out when needed. Overall, TBQ provides a complete employee management system which could facilitate the collaborations between employees, and for sure improve in work efficiency and quality. After all the data has been accumulated, TBQ is able to generate various formats of analytical reports automatically and instant consolidate the data for the manager level to review the project. For example, project analysis by bills or elements, detailed cost analysis based on rate code, trade code, and element code, and price trends for a particular rate items, with showing the same rate items price for different projects with timeline. All the data will lead to a better managerial decisions as well as help to improve the firm's competitiveness in the market. Besides the data's integrations and intelligent analysis, TBQ could also promote a significantly improve in QS work efficiency. You must be wondering why and how it works. Now, TBQ enables to penetrate the whole life cycle from BQ preparations, quantity takeoff, and price trends to the final report and evaluation stage. For consulting companies, the first step after getting a project is to analyze drawings and start to compile the BQ. During the BQ compilation stage, QS always need to look for the related previous project information from massive Excel files and reuse the related BQ items by copy and paste to the new tenders documents. The process of transferring and combining data between multiple parties and documents could increase the errors happens. TBQ promotes a professional and intelligent system for generating tender documents. It helps QS to save a lot of time for arranging the layout. We understand that the historical project data will be saved in various mediums, for example, Excel and PDF. TBQ enables to translate this data into TBQ platform. User can simply get data from Excel and PDF through Identify Excel and Identify PDF functions in TBQ. After the first time identifications, all the project data will be accumulated in TBQ worksheet. Throughout the project data accumulations in TBQ, the project-related information from the historical data or custom BQ libraries can be reused instantly to the current project. You may also want to bring forward the quantity details as well as the rate details, also other related informations like trade and element scope from the historical project to the current project as needed, which is not easy to be achieved in Excel. In TBQ, users could increase the efficiency on BQ compilations in the earlier stage of tender preparations. Meanwhile, the security and accuracy of the data could be achieved. All the features have been mentioned could be used for contractors when creating the sub-items. After compiling BQ item as an original tender document, we come to quantities and rates input stage. Conventionally, QS for quantity takeoff will measure based on drawings, transcript data to the related BQ items, and pass the tender's document to the cost estimations personnel. He or she will start to input the rates for BQ items. In the process, all works have to be done in orders to avoid any hiccups, but this process couldn't achieve inputting quantities and rates concurrently. Also, QS for quantity takeoff and the personnel working on cost estimations normally work separately using their own spreadsheets. Although the two parties communicate frequently to coordinate their work, they might still face difficulties to link up two sets of data. The frequency on data saves updates may cause the errors and omissions happen. While in TBQ, the integrated collaboration mechanisms allows QS to work collaboratively by sharing the same TBQ project as a medium. All members can compile BQ items as well as fill in the quantities and cost estimates in a same project, share and work on the same copies of BQ data. With such extensive collaborations, QS for quantity takeoff and cost can work on different bills and elements within the same project. While QS is working on price, team leaders can log in to review and put remarks to check items. When a member makes changes, it is updated to all members automatically, thus making work more efficiently. For quantities, when various tools and works methods involved for measurements, either manual measurements nor quantity takeoff like Cubicost TS and TRB, quantities are stored in different types of files. As a result, QS needs to consolidate them in Excel files before input into BQ. TBQ is compatible with various types of quantities data, Cubicost TS and TRB, manual quantities, and Excel quantities. Users can easily interpret the source for each by referencing to the respectively marking alongside. The one marked as MI defined as manual input quantities. Users can insert dimension details into the quantity details tables below. The final figure will be calculated automatically and link up to the selected BQ items. For Cubicost users, this is the way of live link TAS and TRB quantities to TBQ. When there is updating on the 5D BIM Cost models in TAS and TRB, the link quantity details will be updated simultaneously in TBQ. When the quantity is managed in Excel file, it can be import and link the quantities from Excel, same as link quantities from TAS or TRB models. If any link Excel data have changed, the figures can be captured and could achieve one-click updates to the latest version automatically. Other than quantity types, TBQ is flexible to reference different types of rates data. In addition, sources will be marked alongside, which makes data checking easier. It is also compatible with different types of source of price, like manual input, by inputting the price figures directly to the net rate items. For the rates stored in Excel previously, it can be brought forward into this digital platform. and the rate details can be referenced easily in TBQ worksheet. The accumulated data rates in TBQ from the historical project can be reused directly from the build-out unit rates. By entering the rate code, all the rate details will be brought forward to the current BQ items. In conventional way, when contractors or consultants compile tender submissions documents, all the calculating formulas need to create manually. The process was troublesome and error-prone. In TBQ, the calculations formulas are built in. The total amount for each build elements projects are calculated automatically. Therefore, QS or CM can focus more on the data rather than the complicated formulas. All these benefits offered by TBQ has established a visible and shareable collaboration system to streamline the QS workflow to improve work efficiency. After BQ compilations, TBQ allows user to choose the print mode, which is flexible for user to choose either print or ignore the BQ items in the report. Conventionally, QS need to insert page breaks, compile all pages for summary, resequence the paginations, identify and annotate addendum pages manually, and adjust the page layout repeatedly every time changes happens. All these tedious tasks can be simplified in TBQ. QS can focus on refining the BQ descriptions. Report module in TBQ is packed with many powerful functionality as you've seen. For instance, auto-generate the ready-to-print reports with various built-in template selections. For a BQ with quantities, all the contents are orderly arranged into BQ pages, together with the collections and final summary. All pages are complete with predefined formats. Additionally, various types of tender documents can be generated in TBQ reports module, such as lump sum BQ, remeasure BQ, preliminaries bill with multi-selections, and provisional sum and prime cost. Multiple quantities columns can be printed on different pages. TBQ is flexible to adjust the page layout and orientations and ready to print in A3 and A4 paper size as needed. The current work practice in industry, QS may want to separate page manually and insert additional page to print. In TBQ, here is the features to set page break and insert. And the report will auto-insert a page behind the selected rows. You may question, does this mean when changes are made, will TBQ report modules capable to capture all the changes automatically? The answer is yes. TBQs also detect changes and annotate those items automatically in addendum BQ. Also in collections and summary page. Users could easily to change and indicate the marking and annotations. With these smart addendum functions, QS can easily and flexibly to manage the addendum versions. In addition, some companies may have the standard format or special requirements for the BQ printing. How can they make modification to fit the format in TBQ? Templates for BQ built-in with report module is editable. Click Edit to set page headers, for example, logos, bills, and elements name. Modify or edit the page margin. Set font style like font size and patterns of all bill items. And edit the formats for page numberings. Once it has been saved, changes will update to all pages in the BQ. Preview enables for screening when modify the template settings. Very flexible and efficient. As mentioned, the data can be instantly reused in the next project, same as BQ templates. Simply save and upload the BQ templates in TBQ, and in the next project, download after setting up with Enterprise BQ. By one-clicking, save templates can be applied into new project. BQ page as well as collections and final summary page will be automatically synchronized. Besides, TBQ also provides an electronic tendering solutions to enhance the tender submissions process. It is based upon a professional and intelligent system to generate, receive, and evaluate electronic tenders. Consultants and contractors are able to transfer tender documents on this integrative platform. TBQ electronic tenders aims to facilitate efficient and accurate tendering process. We understand the traditional way of tender evaluations can consume a lot of time and resources and yet very inefficient and prone to errors. In a project, sometimes have different groups of QS to transcribe data from hard copy to Excel, and extra work needed to check for consistency. Furthermore, consultant will need to combine each contractor's pricing and rates into same files one by one, and start to compare the price among all the contractors. The workload is enormous. I believe our consultant friends in front of the screen now may start to nod your head, don't you? In TBQ, consultants could achieve batch import all tender documents with one click. Contractor prices are compared with QS PTE side by side, indicating highest and lowest price. Therefore, consultants could screen the price in one glance, so the price comparison can be done easier. TBQ could facilitate the price comparison and figures summarizations and overview on price with higher efficiency and professionalism manners. Price comparison can be easily done by setting up benchmark price and input the percentage range with different color categorizations. TBQ will automatically summarize and generate the reports with different color indication, which make the evaluation work more efficient and professional. For assisting TBQ contractor users, when they receive TBQ electronic tenders from consultant QS, they can import the electronic tenders BQD files into TBQ with the password to open the files. The process is fast, simple, and secure. Contractor QS could start to input the quantities and rates to the BQ items accordingly. During the process, no conversions needed for the tenders documents. They could instantly reuse the built-out unit rates from previous project or from the resource library database and start to fill in the price into the BQ items. For tender submissions, contractors QS could generate tender submissions. The price, BQ, and related information required for submissions will be exported into electronic tender submission file, BQS files, and submit this BQS file to consultants for verifications. However, for those contractors are non-TBQ users, Cubicost has also provided a free online quotation website called eTender. Non-TBQ contractors users could import the BQD files and do the pricing on the website and generate the same form BQS file to submissions. By choosing electronic tenderings, it is a green tendering method. Both consultants and contractors could save time and cost as well as improve efficiency, and ultimately streamline the tendering process and get accurate results. For paper tender submissions, how does TBQ help contractor on inking hard copies or scanned PDF BQ? TBQ has a built-in tenders BQ identification module that can identify the PDF BQ documents quickly, accurately, and intelligently using the OCR integrated algorithm program. Understand the common practice in industry will apply conversion tools to convert the BQ into workable sheet. But most of the time, we'll need to adjust the alignment before start to work. In TBQ, it could achieve auto-identifications of BQ. And this is the result. Most importantly, all cells are given a predefined expressions. When inputting a rate, the corresponding amount is calculated and displayed on the original BQ PDF page. The amounts for each bill items on the current page are automatically summed out and carried forward to summary page. All items are linked with corresponding page numbers and synchronized in real time. In contrast to manual conversions and other tools, TBQ can improve QS efficiency in this preparation work by almost 10 times. For owners and consultants, TBQ could cater in BQ preparations, generate tender documents, and penetrate electronic tender in send, receive, and evaluation stages. For contractors, TBQ enables to import digital tender BQ and input the pricing intelligently for submissions. Hence, TBQ could streamline the entire tender process. Furthermore, TBQ is also a link management platform for costing. The integrations of BQ, quantities, and rates enable data to be transferred, checked, and traced much easily. With TBQ, data management process could be more accurate, easy, and efficient. Let's take a look at the value of link management in details. I believe that most of our QS friends have faced the issues of not sure where does the work stops after interrupted by another task on hand, or forgot where to continue after a phone call engagement, or when there are changes on the drawings, the corresponding quantities result will need to be revised and recalculated accordingly. If user wanted to view the changes, how can they update the quantities quickly and accurately? By comparing the update data manually? It is a tedious process. But in TBQ, it provides live link Excel functions. Users could link and copy data from Excel to BQ items in TBQ. Either it is quantities nor rates in the Excel files, both figures can be linked from Excel into TBQ worksheet. The link data will have color indications and it will be highlighted. The link quantities and rates can be easily traced by applying the reversely check functions. Simple and easy to check on corresponding figures side by side. When there are changes or updates on the figures in the Excel file, TBQ enables to capture the differences with the original and revised Excels accurately, make the comparison work much easier. Furthermore, instant update on the previous link figures with the revised Excel files can be easily achieved as well, which could save time on check and updates the revised figures efficiently into the workable sheet. In conventional way, we understand that when managing, checking, and compiling the BQ documentation work was a very tedious process, as involved many of paperwork, different versions of quantities and rates, and may also cause conflict sometimes. A digital platform delivers high efficiency and accuracy on figures checking on quantities, easy to sort out the quantities imputation types by filter functions. The quantity details checking could be achieved by tracing the corresponding quantity details from TBQ to TAS and TRB cost models, achieve transparency on the quantity checking. Therefore, in TBQ, could enhance the work efficiency and accuracy, as well as speed up the checking process, and could improve the work collaboration within the enterprise, make the quantity checking more transparent and traceable. Up to here, don't you think the process of project management through TBQ much handy now? How about rates? Rate analysis on unit rates, labors, materials, and equipment for a project was time-consuming and requires many of checking to ensure the accuracy on the data's analysis. For example, C30's concrete grade items. What is the total quantities and costs needed in the project relates to which BQ items. All of these informations are needed for budgeting control, but the process of delivering the analytical result wasn't simple, especially when there is updates on the figures. In TBQ, rate analysis will be auto-generated in different unit rates index by rate items, labels, equipments, materials, and reference unit rates. The quantities and rates of each applied rate items can be easily found and overviewed in one go under by rate item analysis. If there is any updates in the bill items, the rate item analysis also automatically updates as well. Reversely check from by rate analysis to BQ items or vice versa is applicable to make the checking work more transparent, traceable, and flexible. Besides, TBQ supports a series of data checking functionality to sort and manage the build-out unit rates, which could improve working efficiency and ensure working qualities. For example, check which build-out unit rates are used in BQ items. In TBQ, the build-out unit rates has been adopted can be overviewed in one glance. The rates can be easier to identify whether it has been referenced or there are any omissions. Easy for checking on which rates have been used in BQ items with the indication stated, and by filtering on the reference mark. The first option for rates checking. Rates in build-out unit rates module can be checked reversely to the BQ worksheet. After confirming the rates, quantities, and total cost for a particular rate code, TBQ could search the corresponding BQ items instantly. Therefore, the compositions of costs could be viewed easily. The second option, rates in BQ worksheet, can be checked reversely to build-out unit rates module. The compositions of costs for rate code can be viewed easily. When the data need to be adjusted, TBQ can support to find the corresponding build-out unit rate with one click. Users can adjust the rates easily and no need to worry about the omissions, as BQ items will be updated in real time based on rate code. The third option, rates for labors, materials, equipment, and other basic rates can be checked reversely to unit rates item, ensuring the build-up price is correct. TBQ supports various build-up formats. To ensure the build-up results are correct, users can reversely check on the unit rates corresponded to which basic rate. To prevent price build-up errors, build-up rates of TBQ establishes a strong data associations which provides multi-dimensional analysis and support 360 degrees data checking. Besides link management for project quantities and rates, TBQ can also conduct intelligent checking for BQ items and project reports. Before sending tender documents, all BQ items need to be checked before issuing. In TBQ, the check BQ functions could help users to filter on any misfilled items in the worksheet. For example, user could let TBQ to filter out BQ details and items that has missed to fill in units or rates. So, user could save time on checking each single item row and improve the work efficiency and quality. Furthermore, before printing reports, in TBQ, built-in compliance check conducted automatically. All non-compliant items in the report will be identified and reminded to prevent mistakes before printing tender documents. During the cost management process, data are changed and updated all times, so the data source tracing becomes difficult. In TBQ, the digital platform integrates quantities, rates, and BQ items. All data are interconnected and processed data can be recorded in real time, which provides strong support to the data management and data tracking processes. Users can create their own process versions, the interim versions. TBQ will record all the data in the process versions, including the creator's name, creating time, and content. TBQ supports versions comparison for different stages. The variations, for example, edited, added, or deleted items in different versions can be easily identified. If user wants to reuse the data from previous versions, TBQ also supports with reusing data from historical projects functions. Quantity data in TBQ can be imported from Excel files, TS files, TRB files, or manually input. During the linking process, information such as uploaded person, uploaded time, project name, project quantities, and all the relevant details will be recorded, which is convenient for users to manage and track project data. Data in build-up unit rates of TBQ supports for importing data from Excel with one click, reusing data from other projects, reusing resource library, and manually creating in TBQ. For each rate code, the creating and editing processes, as well as the source of price, name of creators, last modified person, and last modified time will be recorded to support managers and employees tracking project data sources. Up to here, I believe you have get the gist on how TBQ penetrates in digital cost management. And last but not least, TBQ is a platform that integrates quantities, rates, and BQ items, accurately records the source, directions, and changes process of each data. It provides multiple dimensional check and intelligent analysis functions to help users to achieve link management on their massive data. And I have come to the end of my sharing. Hope you find today's session is fruitful. The most importantly is that you found the value of Cubicost 5D BIM-based digital platforms and made digital cost management adoption possible. Now I'm going to pass back to our MC today, Mr. Grayson. Thank you guys, take care, stay safe, and have a nice day.
Thank you, Jason and Sharon, for your lovely and detailed sharing on what's the key improvement for Cubicost C3 software. I hope all of you have learned something from your sharing as well. Now, before we go into our first lucky draw session, can you all please just do me a favor to scan this QR code so you can get the latest information of our new product and always have them on the go to share with your colleagues and friends. You can also find the link in the chat box. I will give 10 seconds for all of you to scan and download this latest Cubicost flyer, alright? So you have 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time's up. Now it reached our exciting moment of the first lucky draw session. For the first round, we will draw 5 winners who each of you will walk away with a set of Logitech wireless keyboard and mouse that you can use in your daily work, bring it to site, and walk around with it. For the first 2 winners, we will pick from our followers who liked our Glodon LinkedIn or Facebook campaign post. For those who haven't followed our LinkedIn and Facebook page, faster do it now so you will not miss out all this content in the future, alright? So my assistants, who is the first lucky winner for today? Our first winner is drum rolls! Lim Hui Zhen, who liked our Facebook post. Congratulations, Hui Zhen! So now we just quickly move to our second winner. So our second winner is, drum rolls, June, who likes our Facebook post as well. Congratulations, June Chow. Now, the rest of the winners we will all pick from our audience who are attending now, right? So excited? So as long as you are here, you will stand a chance to win away our prizes. Alright, my assistant, can I have the third lucky winner? Someone from this audience, alright? So our third lucky winner is Ivy. Congratulations, Ivy Law. You get a wireless keyboard and mouse. So now, we will just quickly draw our fourth winner for today. So our fourth winner is, drum rolls, Song Julie. Is it? Did I pronounce your name correctly? Yeah, Song Julie. Congratulations, Julie. So we will pick the last winner for these sessions. And the last winner for these sessions is, come, drum roll please. Kiara McNally. Congratulations, Kiara. Alright. So congratulations again to all the 5 lucky winners. Alright. For those who haven't got the prize yet, don't be disappointed. That means you still have a chance to win our iPhone 12, alright? Just stay with us and you might be the luckiest winner to walk away with our grand prize. Now, we shall move to our next exciting sessions, which our user will share with us their experiences in their 5D BIM journey. First up, we have an experienced QS who has worked in the construction industry for more than 30 years. She has witnessed how the industry transformed digitally from 2D paper drawing to 3D and 5D models throughout all the different design phases. She is none other than Miss Christina Leong, Executive Senior Quantity Surveyor from Sabana Jurong Consultant Private Limited. Ms. Christina, over to you.
Good morning. My name is Christina Leong. Let me share the screen and start. I'm Christina Leong, an Executive Senior Quantity Surveyor in Sabana Jurong with 30 years experience in this industry. And I'm 2 years in Sabana Jurong. Sabana Jurong is one of Asia's largest urban infrastructure and management services consulting firm, leveraging technology and creativity. Sabana Jurong provides the best-in-class consultancy solutions across the entire value chain of the urbanization and infrastructure domains. Headquartered in Singapore, Sabana Jurong Group has a global workforce of more than 16,000 employees in 120 offices across 40 countries. Our motto, building cities, shaping lives, reflects Sabana Jurong's commitment to create space and infrastructure to incorporate an ecosystem where communities can live, play, and work in harmoniously. With a proven track record of close to 70 years, Sabana Jurong Group has built more than 1 million homes in Singapore. Globally, the group has extensive involvement in developing master plans and rich experiences in building industrial parks. IDD refers to the use of digital technologies to integrate information and processes among the various stakeholders of the project, from designers, builders, to facility managers. This improves collaboration and increased efficiency while maintaining quality and safety. Sabana Jurong also worked with REDAS in promoting firms through organization of training and sharing sessions in best practices in IDD, and use of digital tools such as drones, virtual reality, augmented reality, and other mobility devices at the start of every development. To help clients achieve better outcomes, Sabana Jurong is getting its designers and engineers closer to work smarter and more collaboratively in a common digital environment by becoming the first consultancy in Asia to be awarded a new building standard ISO 19650 accreditation for digitization of design and engineering data for buildings and civil engineering works, including building information modeling. BIM relies on common data environment where all different project agencies can collaborate and exchange valuable feedback. In that sense, 5D BIM software can have a powerful impact on the construction management process when it comes to cost-related information. 5D allows more people to be involved in the conversation from the onset instead of working in isolation, waiting to provide information about their piece of the project when it is time. This technology allows automatic generation of quantities to be processed quicker, provides more accurate data, and allows the estimator to explore new ways of providing efficiency design and performance and cost. New generation 5D BIM is a 5-dimensional representation of the physical and functional characteristic of any project. It considers a project cost and schedule in addition to the standard spatial design parameters in a 3D. It also includes such details such as geometry, specification, aesthetic, thermal, and acoustic properties. A 5D BIM platform allows owners, consultants, contractors to identify, analyze, and record the impact of changes on project costs and scheduling. the visual and intuitive nature of 5D BIM gives stakeholders a better chance to identify risk earlier and thus to make better decisions. For example, project planners can visualize and estimate the impact of a proposed change in design on a project cost and schedule. FIDE BIM workflow for QS in SJ. FIDE BIM refers to intelligent linking of individual 3D components with cost-related information. The QS bar, published by SISP, is given to design consultants as a guide to model so that the QS can make use of the model for quantification. QS bar gives detailed breakdown structure of the elemental attribute and geometry which is aligned with SMM2. QS will extract quantities to complete a series of cost estimates for various designs at an early stage to enable project stakeholders to visualize the end product and understand what's included in the budget. The BIM model can also be used during construction stage for progress with color coding to show the actual site progress. I have 2 years experience with Glodon using Cubicost in 5D BIM environment. Before I use the software, the workflow is quite manual using PDF drawings, physical drawings. After using this digital tool, this has changed how I work. Now, I'm going to share with you some of the examples based on the project that I have done. Now, let's see, this is the 3D model of a Kajima project that I'm doing. Okay, I extract quantities direct, automatically from the model, and measuring from BIM has less errors and is faster processing time with automatic quantification. This is an example that I have done. Quantity takeoff of column with Cubicost. Slab quantity takeoff, beam quantity takeoff, and floor finishes quantity takeoff. Now, with all these measurements, okay, that is extracted from the model with Cubicost, okay, the Cubicost TAS module will create a quantity schedule where they will summarize all the quantity according to different elements, and these quantities can be linked with another module called TBQ module, and with this can be summarized into a format that you can see on the screen now, which is the cost appraisal format. Now, what you see in the screen now is manually done in Excel, which is now can be done in TBQ. See, and the quantity, it can be linked from the TS module to TBQ. Similarly, for cost plan, it can be linked with the quantity that we had in TAS and linked to be TBQ and into the format, cost plan format. Thanks to 5D BIM, data connected to costs are continuously updated as the project progresses. This means that cost is dynamically evolved and readjusted instead of solely being defined at the beginning of the project. That's a revolutionary approach which makes it easier for project managers to monitor changes while keeping the project running within the agreed budget. In the long run, this can improve cost predictability and resource management. The entire project team develops an understanding of the proposed design, assumptions, and cost drivers. They then have a concise and accurate description of the scope, cost, and schedule, which directly impacts funding decision. On top of that, Establishing a good connection between the construction site and the office will prevent teams from working in silo and will pave the way for more fact-based decisions. Five-dimensional technology has provided those using it shorter project cycles, savings on time with things like paperwork, and even down to material costs. Visual and data modeling capabilities translate into better understanding of project scope. Formulas drive costs on each building system based on specific design, materials, site conditions, spacing, and other parameters according to the owner's timeline. Data is provided in real time as the model is developed or changed. Alternative concepts can be easily explored, while owner and project team can see the costs and other data unfold instantaneously. This drastically shortens design and estimation cycle time. Reliable, accurate updates in real-time drive efficiency. Thank you. That's all I have to share for sharing today. I'll pass the screen back to the host. Good morning.
Thank you, Ms. Christina, for your wonderful sharing. All of us have gained so much insight in terms of 5D BIM cost management and how Sabana Jurong is spearheading and taking the lead in digital transformations in the construction industry. We have now heard how consultant is adopting 5D BIM in their work processes. Next, we are honored to be able to invite a BIM manager from main contractor who have over 12 years of experience in constructions and project management. He believes BIM provides a single source of truth of data, and he works closely with local thought leaders to drive the initial BIM adoptions in Singapore. Let us welcome Mr. Rob Sanchez, Senior BIM Manager from China Constructions Development Private Limited. Mr. Rob, please.
Good morning, everybody. So I think before we start, I would like to give thanks to Cubicost for inviting us for their new product launch within this year of 2021. So in spite of the, I think, pandemic happening going around, that's why we're actually doing these virtual sessions. And for these sessions, I think we would like to share our digital transformation journey, which is our IDD efforts of our company within the last few years. And my name is Rob. I'm from China Construction, South Pacific, Singapore. And I will be sharing our experience of our BIM, innovative ways in terms of building standards, and specifically our use of Cubicost platforms in terms of our BIM 5D processor, and then how it really improved our process and made our process more efficient in terms of our daily work and our daily lives. So for these sessions, it will be divided into three simple parts. First is our overview of our company, our IDD process, and lastly would be discussing of our innovations in terms of our BIM 5D process. And as I mentioned, we have specifically used a lot and partnered Glodon in terms of the use of developing our BIM 5D processor. So in overview, China Construction South Pacific is a direct subsidiary of China State Construction in Beijing. We're number 18 in the 2020 Global Fortune 500 Enterprise. And we've been number one in terms of the ENR, Engineering News Record, within the last few years. And we've been here in Singapore since 1992. And we've collected about 200 awards and accolades in 29 years. Finished 207 projects within our tenure in Singapore. So we've been heavily contributing all of our efforts in terms of various projects in Singapore. So in terms of these projects, we've completed about 26,000 private residential, public residential projects in 41,000, education, mixed development, and transportation. So we're really actually trying to get our hands in terms of all of the projects that we could put our hands into in terms of in participating in the Singapore construction industry. And some of the mega projects that we've been doing quite recently in the past recent years, 2019 and 2021. And specifically in these projects, that's why we would like to really mention this, is that we really try to invest heavily in terms of developing the BIM 5D in terms of this project. And as far as we have achieved right now, the Glodon has been a very good partner in terms of developing our BIM 5D platforms in terms of this project, specifically in the JTC project. So it really helped us to realize the dream of BIM 5D in terms of this project. And in historical wise, we started BIM and digital implementations in our company since 2014. And from that time period up to the current, we really push 100% of our projects to be implemented in BIM, either there is a BIM requirement or not. So this is a very important factor for us because we really want to push all of our staff to be exposed in terms of the digital process so that it could really help us and be benefiting in the future. So in 2016, we piloted BIM in VDC projects in Singapore with VDC funded projects with Hyde Park and Lake Grant, and it helped us to develop the Singapore VDC standards with BCA. In 2017, we have won the BIM Platinum Awards from BCA, which is the highest tier of award. And then in 2019, as I've said, we started to somehow develop unified platforms within our projects and somehow push for a full integrations of all of the dimensions of BIM. And then in 2020 up to the current, I think we have over 130 BIM staff in Singapore. So we're actually managing a large scale of team in terms of all of our projects. So within our IDD projects, we have patterned our process with BCA's stand in terms of digitization. So in 2011, when BCA pushed for BIM, for us is 2014, we actually pushed for single source of truth in terms of developing the model so that all of the factors of construction will be extracted or will be referred with a single source of model, which is the BIM model. And then once 2015 started, we actually pushed for build twice concept in terms of rehearsing construction using models. And then we really pushed hard. That's why I think we piloted some of these projects in Singapore as well. And then currently right now for 2018 up to the current stage, which is IDD, we're trying to push for integrations of digitizing the whole built environment value chain of construction. So that's why for us, we really push a lot of digital efforts in terms of our construction projects. So with our IDD plan, with all of our projects, it's quite normal that we actually try to implement a common data environment to link up all of the process of construction from design, fabrication, up to the actual construction and up to the delivery and digital asset FM. So the main aim is that we actually implement a single system that would link all of the dimensions of BIM, 3D, 2D, 4D, 5D, and 6D into a single system and platform. And what happens is that whatever system or software that we use, everything could be directly integrated with a single platform. So in the current scenario right now, we're actually developing digital partnership with vendors like Cubicost to help us develop and achieve this target to develop a single platform to integrate all of the process of our construction. So I think this is what we are actually trying to look forward in terms of the collaborations with Cubicost. So in construction, I think one of the key priority that we actually try to do is to develop a construction model that is that could be used for construction and to refer all of the shop drawings that we do for construction and achieve a well collaborated model that we could actually do so that before construction even starts, all of the issues has been identified and resolved so that we would we would actually achieve lesser abortive works that could happen on site. And within this same BIM model, this is the same model that we actually use for our planning and quantifications. This is very vital. So this is a short video in terms of how we actually achieve that. So we built the model of the project, the overall model of the project, not only portions of it, but the overall, so that we can actually do coordinations from this model, fully coordinated, and then from then we can also try to export the necessary shop drawings that we actually need to do construction. And then from this model itself as well, as mentioned, we could do the planning and also the quantifications that we actually needed for progress payments and procurement for the project. So what is actually critical is that we actually innovate this model and then try to achieve BIM 5D and so sort. As I mentioned in the past few slides, Cubicost has been really vital in terms of trying to letting us achieve this target of BIM 5D. So once we have the model, the key objective of BIM 5D is to fully integrate, all of the dimensions of BIM from 3D, 4D to 5D into a single coded model that could refer all of the information that we need for quantifications and procurement. What Cubicost allows is that it really it helps us to directly integrate Revit models to be used for 5D progress claim. So what happens is that with a single source of model and a single planning information, all of this information actually is linked by a single code. And what happens is that everything is directly integrated within each other. And what happens is that with Cubicost, we don't need to export any IFC or any third-party system for information exchange, which is very efficient. So this is a short video of how we do it. So from the planning system and the updates that we get from the site in the tabulation manner as this, and all of the planning that we actually develop within our planning engineer, everything is linked. All of these informations will be linked using Dynamo with Revit. So it's an automatic coding system that we develop. What happens is that, as you can see, with the parameters in Revit, it was empty and it was auto-generated within these automations that we have developed. And with this platform, we could actually perform BIM 4D more efficiently and automatically. And the interoperability of the software is much more smoother. And within this, linking of the informations also, the informations in Glodon could be directly imported as well. Shown. So what happens is that, all of the parameters and the models that we actually built in Revit could be automatically generated. And with the help of Cubicost, it can directly integrate our Revit model so that we don't need any IFC export that we actually do in the past. This is very vital within our process because in the past we could not really implement a well-efficient BIM 5D process, but with the help of the Cubicost plugin directly with Revit, we are able to do so in the current process. So what we do is that we can actually maintain the BIM as a single source of truth within the model and tabulate the models directly from Revit to Cubicost with a very efficient and streamlined process. So how do we utilize all of this software in terms of Cubicost is that one of the studies that we did is that in the past, even the current process right now, during tender, we actually don't receive so much models from the consultants, which is a very challenge to create the measurements and the quantifications. So what we do is that once we receive the 2D drawings from the consultants, such as shown in the images, Cubicost and Glodon allows us to put these 2D drawings within the software and within Cubicost, and then just by simply selecting the lines, and then Cubicost will generate the models automatically. And then by then we could actually extract the quantities. So it's very efficient by doing so. So we can really utilize the 2D plans and then automatically generating the model in Glodon, and then by then we can extract the quantities also. One of the project case studies that we did in the past also is that within this MRT project with a single station with 4 entrances in the 2 long path, we actually calculated the time spent in terms of developing the model and trying to quantify within Glodon itself as well. What we actually understood is that we have about 50% efficiency in terms of that we achieve in terms of building a model and quantifying it in Glodon and then comparing it into a manual way of computation. So it's a 50% increase of efficiency. Another case study is a residential project with 7 blocks of 12 stories, 48K of 1,000 square meters. What we did is that we built the model in Glodon, and it helped us with a 70% efficiency comparing to the manual way of doing measurements. In overall, in totality, with BIM 5D in Glodon, we could generate the quantity report, which minimizes the human error and faster processing. The visualization is high level and tip top. We could cross-check the information very efficiently with 3D model, and could really avoid careless mistakes of our human error. And collaboration was really efficient because with the models that we built during tender, very efficient from a 2D plan, we could use that for planning our construction method and for our simulation presentations. And by then, once we win the project, we could actually recycle the model that we built also that could be used for construction. There's a lot of collaboration that, Glodon could actually help us to push in terms of collaboration. So in conclusions, I think, as I've said, we are actually building a digital partnership with vendors like Glodon to help us build a single platform that could manage the whole data of the whole company in a single platform. And then everything will be covered. And then this is what we're actually trying to look forward in collaborating in terms of with digital partners with Glodon and any other vendors as well. So I think for the presentation, this is my presentation, and I would like to give thanks and have a good day. Yeah.
Thank you, Rob, for your informative sharing. We all have learned so much about BIM in the contractor's point of view and how adoption of BIM in this industry. Hope you all have enjoyed the sessions. Now we have reached the final session of today's event. We will be drawing 6 more winners from our audiences, and one of you will win away our grand prize, the 128 gig iPhone 12. But before we go for the iPhone, we will draw 5 of the winners who win away the wireless keyboard and mouse. So we will be the lucky winners. Wish you all the best. And now let's draw our first lucky winner. Our first winner is Zheng Xinxian. Congratulations, Xinxian. So just wait for the email. Our marketing site will contact you for the delivery. So our second winner is Jiso. Congratulations, Jiso. And let's draw our third winner. So our third winner is, drum rolls, Anthony Valencia. Anthony Valencia, congratulations. And let's draw our fourth winner for this sessions. Our fourth winner is Vivian. And our fifth winner for these sessions is, let's draw the fifth lucky winner. Drum rolls, please. Deng Xiuyun. Congratulations, Xiuyun. So now, last but not least, our very grand prize for today, the 128 gig iPhone 12. I will just give you a sneak peek of how the iPhone 12 look, right? It's still in the packaging. You will get it if you are the lucky winner for this one. So are you ready? Come, my assistant, show me the last lucky winner who will win away the iPhone 12. Our last winner for today is, drum rolls, Reina Liu. Is it Reina Liu? Yeah, congratulations, Reina. You are the luckiest winner for today, and you will win away the iPhone 12. So congratulations to all our winners for today. Hope you have enjoyed this event so far. And before I let you go, please help us to complete this event survey so we can improve. So please help us, yes. So please help us to complete this event survey so we can improve for our next event. And still remember the 300 corporate gift that I mentioned just now? So the first 300 respondents to this survey will get a wireless charger phone stand. What you need to do is just scan this QR code or go to the chat box in the Zoom apps to access to the survey. Fill it up as quick as possible, and if you are the first 300, you can go away with this wireless charger phone stand, alright? So furthermore, throughout the year, we will have webinars like this, and we urge you all to join us in all the sessions. Also, if you are interested to know more about Cubicost products and how your company can adopt digital transformations in terms of 5D BIM cost management, please feel free to contact the account managers who invited you to this event, and we cannot wait to speak to you. We will keep this page for a few minutes. For those who have done the survey, thank you for your time and your support. We look forward to see you again in our next event. Thank you very much.
I started using Cubicost in 2017.
Started using it back in 2013.
The first time I deal with Glodon's Cubicost software was about half a year ago, and I'm quite impressed. I have been so long in this QS line. Okay, all along I've been dealing with papers, measurements and all this, and suddenly there's this QS that can help us in quantification. And quantification is the process where it's really, really time consuming. I'm very impressed.
And then it's a matter of time that we realize, the rest of the contractors are using it. They're in already. How come Dragage are not using it yet? I think it would be an edge for us if we have it in our company. That's the reason. So luckily, we have convinced our boss that we need it, and it will be a big help for each of us.
I enjoyed using the product because it helped us to manage our time and get the result fast. What attracted me the most is the identify command in the software, which is, for example, we're doing a design and build project right now. So not all information are in the drawing. So what we're doing is use the identify command to generate all the beams, the columns, and it saved so much time for us.
After we finish modeling, we do the calculation, then we can see the software show us whether there is the error or not. That is the best part.
There's once I'm working on TBQ. It's also part of Cubicost. I'm stuck with some issues. Then I call up this salesperson. She was actually really, really nearby at another office. She said she can just drop by. So I was surprised. Drop by? Where? She said just a few blocks away. Okay, good. So I waited, and then she came down. We worked through lunch, and then she solved the problem for me. That's very good.
By looking at the recent upgrade, where Glodon really addressed to the user concern in terms of functionality and efficiency, I believe having this software in the company will really be a plus point to it.
I'm confident with Glodon team because so far they are doing well in their product development, and I'm looking forward to new development in the future.
Thank you, Glodon Cubicost, for your unprecedented contribution in the industry and always going above and beyond.
Thank you, Glodon Cubicost, for making QS life easier.
No matter how we start our day, it seems that we are rushing around doing the same old things and suffer from work inefficiency. Sometimes we feel helpless in managing our tasks overall. Want to change this? We bring you Cubicost, a BIM-based cost management solution. The world is constantly changing, but we can always find a way to cope and respond wisely. For a better life, we shall stay calm and work things out easily. With the proper tools and approaches, we forge our own direction efficiently. Without restrictions, we unlock potentiality and do things more meaningfully. Over the time, we are more than colleagues. We work together speedily with little effort and greater return. We complete our work faster, so we can lay back and enjoy life. We are working for concrete jungle, but we will retain our humanity. While there's nothing difficult, there's always someone who can help us through. Correcting mistakes is common, and it shouldn't be the reason for us slowing down. Looking at the big picture, when all of the results can be seen, everything is within our grasp. Dealing with problems speedily, steadily, accurately, and firmly. We grow stronger when we practice more often. Looking back at the past while plotting the future is the key for success. We review all the previous projects to prepare for the future. This is to increase the probability and success in future projects. We will struggle with details, which are now been taken care of. Many little things grow into something much bigger. We obey the principles and fight for the details. Every effort shall be seen, and none of them would be wasted. While we forge a path, we review the past. Each ordinary road has a path to follow, and every bright future is accumulated by the past. When our efforts have been digitized, the records of our footprints lead us to the future. Numbers are cold and indifferent, but dreams are burning and driving us forward. To achieve greater success with better work efficiency and management convenience. Cubicost, providing you with a BIM-based cost management solution.
Thank you everyone. Hope you have done the event survey. Just one more view for you. You will stand a chance to win this, go away with this wireless phone charger, okay? So for those who haven't done the survey, quickly do it now. The link will be in the chat box, alright? So we also have seen some questions in the chat box as well. We have note down your question and we will answer you individually. So my colleagues will follow up with you. So with that, I would like to thank you all for your attendance, and we wish you all the best for this year, and we hope to see you again more in our future events. Thank you for your support, and thank you very much.